crossbred or Jersey cows. The use of ghee derived from non-indigenous cattle is in violation of the principles laid down in the Agama Shastra, which governs temple rituals and offerings in accordance with Hindu scriptural mandates. These sacred texts emphasize purity in every element offered to the deity, including the origin and sanctity of ingredients used in prasadam. Unlike Puranas, Agama Shastras are prescriptive temple ritual manuals followed for centuries. TTD's own Agama advisors have confirmed indigenous cow requirement. It is further clarified in the Vedic and Puranic texts that the term cow refers specifically to the indigenous breed and not to foreign or crossbred varieties. Since temples and rituals are conducted strictly in accordance with the Vedic injunction and Puranic tradition, the directions therein regarding the offerings must also be followed with the same sanctity and precision. Therefore, the continued use of ghee sourced from crossbred or Jersey cow in the preparation May I continue?
Was any representation made to the authority, madam?
Yes, fellows. In fact, there is a board resolution that was passed as early as 1921. Thereafter, an executive order was passed. My lords, I may take my lords to page 73, my lords.
Was any representation made by the petitioner number 1?
Yes, my lords. Petitioner number 1 was a member of the board of TTD. During his tenure of 2 years, he was informed that the ghee that was being used for Lord Venkatesh was not pure and that they had to follow the Agama Shastras.
It is not about the board informing him.
No, it's
Did
not
any
the
of
board.
the petitioners
Yes, fellows.
make any representation at any point of time to the board saying that the ghee that you are using
Yes, fellows.
is not fit for making of laddus as per the Agama Shastra?
Absolutely, my lords. And that is why I'm saying, if my lords can turn to page 73. There is a board meeting which took place based on the representations. At page 74, we have an order, administrative order by the additional EO that pure ghee has to be utilized. Thereafter, my lords, for 4 years,
Where
nothing was done.
Representation, madam?
No, my lords, the board resolution is an outcome of the representations, my lord. This
Where do we get
representation
that
was
from?
made orally by a number of people.
And from page 73, where do we get the representation?
Well, it's not the representation, the board resolution where all the members of the board sat, including petitioner number 1. My lord, may just allow me to read this. My lord, the Anna Prasadam for Lord Venkateshwara are being used rice, pulses, ghee, jaggery, etc., which are produced through cow-based farming by the farmers. The process has been commenced with effect from 1st May 2021. Some of the donors have come forward to donate these items for about a year. The board felt that there is a need to procure these ingredients directly from the farmers who are producing by following the cow-based agriculture. The board constitutes a committee with the following professionals to tie up with farmers and also to produce ghee in TTD Goshala to meet the requirements for preparation of prasadam being offered to the Lord. Now, Millets, the first person who is in the committee is petitioner number 1. It's an NGO called Yuga Tulsi Foundation, Millets. And the chairman of Yuga Tulsi Foundation was then a member of the board. Millets, please see to the next page, page 74, where there is an order by the additional executive officer. Millets, we see para 2. The TTD board constitutes a committee with the following professionals to tie up with the farmers and also to produce ghee in TTD Goshala to meet the requirements for preparation of prasadam being offered to Sri Varu. So, after this also, after 4 years when nothing was done, then the petitioner number 1 ran from pillar to post trying to get the orders implemented. When nothing was done, he gave the ultimatum that he would fast until death. And then again in November 24, they summoned him to TTD. I can show you the resolution that was passed on 28/11/2024. That's at page 91, when TTD administration had invited him and several other people who were donors and who wanted to donate cows, money, land, etc. to make the mega dairy, which is a dream of many Hindus, into a reality. Well, let's please see page 91. At page 91 under small 1, Yuga Tulsi Foundation, Hyderabad. And well, these are the dates of the representation: 9-10, 24, 17-10, 24, 6-11, 2024. Shri K. Siva Kumar, ex-TTD board member and chairman, Yuga Tulsi Foundation, attended for discussions on this proposal on 28/11 by 11:30 a.m. in the chambers of Joint Executive Officer, TTD Tirupati, and made brief presentation through PPT and submitted the detailed report on establishment of Govindhanu Gomatha, that is the mega dairy, and the following key proposals were made with the intention of producing pure indigenous cow ghee by TTD to meet the requirements for performing all karyakarams being carried out at Sri TTD Tirumala and for preparation of laddus and other prasadams. Now, my lords, in this page, the next page, my lords, if my lord would see item number 2, where there is some Bode Ramchandra Yadav who says he will donate 1,000 cows to make for the mega dairy, and he will also donate 22 acres of land. My lord, if my lord would turn to page 93, you have Dr. M.V.G. Ahubala Rao, who is a retired manager of Sangam Dairy, who is offering his expertise to start the mega dairy. Followed, my lords, by another association where they are ready to give their expertise for establishing the mega dairy. And my lords, it goes on, so on and so forth. And there are some 12 organizations that have offered to give their money, to give their cows, to give donations, land, and make the mega dairy a reality. And ballots, after that, a committee was constituted, which is at page 95 ballots. At page 95, you have all these people, A, B, C, D, E, and E. But most importantly, ballots, the TTD Council, in reply to the legal notice that was sent by the petitioners, has agreed that the worship of Lord Venkatesh has to be done as per the Agama Shastras. They have also agreed that the mega dairy is going to be set up by TTD. The only question, the short point before this honorable court is, when are they going to do it? Because this matter has been pending for the last 4.5 years, my lords. And now, my lords, this is the only short point before my lords. If I may be permitted, my lords, I can show my lord that the notice, my lords, in which they have admitted. My lord, may please turn to page 137. Well, as we had issued legal notices on behalf of all the petitioners, the TTD Council responded to only 3 and 4. It begins at page 131, my lords. And at page 134 at para 5, they talk about the Agama Shastras. They say the allegations in para 4 of your notice of 4721, TTD passed a resolution number 99 for the establishment of the TTD Goshala that was to meet the requirements for preparation of ghee for prasadam to Lord Venkatesh. And the committee that was constituted for this purpose had several recommendations, if implemented, would enable production of pure Swadeshi cow ghee under TTD's management. And are true, and further allegations that but the resolutions remain unimplemented to date is false. Well, it's 5 years have gone by and they're saying the resolution is unimplemented is false. Now, my lord, may please turn to the next page, which is page 135, para 20, my lords. My client further submits that in this context, a letter of 18/12/2024 was addressed to Divisional EO, Tirumala, with a request to specify the indications which are established in Agama Shastra as per existing guidelines and furnish the details with authenticated documents as required to follow in the usage of milk and ghee from indigenous cows only or cow milk or otherwise. In reply, the DYEO Tirumala forwarded the opinion of the Agama advisors, Sri TT Tirumala, wherein Agama advisors informed that the indigenous cow milk has to be utilized for all Srivari Karyakarams. In pursuance of the said advice, an expert committee was constituted.
తండ్రి చూస్తున్నావా తమాషా వీళ్ళు చేస్తున్నది? లక్ష గోవులతో గోవిందుడు గోమాత నిర్మించాలంటే చూడండి, అంతా నీ కళ్ళ ముందే జరుగుతుంది.
Let me read the prayer clause. With my Lord's kind permission, may I read the prayer clause? So that I want this one. I know that. My Lord, if my Lord would require, I can file written submissions by end of day. All right. Very well, my Lords. Deeply obliged.